We are recording.
Are we recording?
Yes.
Okay, I'm shy. I'm shy. So. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And on this week's video, we are doing a room tour that all of you on my Instagram requested. Well, not all, but majority of you requested. We are going to showcase my very private and sacred space. This room, before we go in, is very special to me. I moved into this room when I was 11, and it was around this time when I started envisioning what I wanted for this room. That's when I realized I was, funny enough, into interior design. So just like a brief history, back in the day, this room was our ironing room. Like, we did all the laundry, folded the clothes, hung stuff up in this room. It was always a scary room to me because like nobody actually slept in there, and it was always dark. We had wooden floors, it was carpeted. Well, there was wood under the carpet. Like, I would run by this room at night because of just how dark it was and the fact that it just wasn't a familiar space. Anyway, I decided I wanted it because it was bigger than all the other rooms that I could have had, and it had its own bathroom and a walk-in closet. So it was when I started looking online for programs to like model the room and put like the bed that I wanted in and choose all the colors and everything and change the layout, and that's when I realized that I'm actually like into interior design and all that stuff. Anyway, like I said, I was 11 years old, so the colors that I chose at that time, they were like pink and green, and I had neon green polka dots on the pink wall, and I had a quote above my bed. Yeah, it was very teenager. So anyway, like fast forward to 2 years ago, I came back to Jamaica and I decided that, I'm getting older and it's time for this room to feel more mature. So I went ahead and I repainted, and I added a few pieces here and there, and I decided to work with what I had. So I think it's time we go into this beautiful space of mine that you all asked for. And yeah. So guys, as we enter into this space, the first thing we have is this filter. It's a transitional space between the private bedroom and the very public living room. So I actually appreciate this because if it weren't for this little space, if you're passing my room, you could see everything that's going on in there. So the first thing I'm sure you're noticing are these three beautiful elements on my wall and this little woman right here. So like I said, 2 years ago, I decided to redecorate my room, and I chose very neutral colors. Gray. I have a dark gray on my back wall, which you'll see, and I have this light gray with the style of furniture that's in my room, which is very, I'd say, Jamaican in a sense. Like, it's wooden, it was locally made, so say it's Jamaican. And the colors aren't necessarily my go-to, but I had no choice but to work with it because it is what I had. So in thinking about everything, I wanted to have a more natural vibe. I wanted it to feel very like, roots-ish, little I guess African elements. That's why I have like this little statue, I guess African Jamaican, that little mix. I have various prints, textures, and you'll see that throughout. So right here, what I have are 3 placemats. So my parents had a restaurant, and that closed, donkey years ago. But I found these 3 pieces in the garage, and I saw them and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like this would add so well to what I'm going for. So I, came in here and I played around with it, and compositionally, this is what worked best, and it adds a nice feel to it. I remember once we were on a FaceTime call and a friend asked if we were at Seacliff because they saw this in the background. That's, that's pretty cool. It's a statue right here. I got it at the local craft market, which is in Port Antonio. For those of you who've been to Portland, specifically Port Antonio, if you go towards like the Seaside towards Folly. You'll see the craft market around there. I got this plus a few other items, and they're amazing, but they were pricey. I will say that. But I feel like they're definitely a good investment, especially for the feel that I was going for in my room. From this guy, we're going to come here. I'm sure you guys already saw this little snake plant right here. I had this in my room in Florida, and when I came down this time around, I brought it with me. This, I got it in TJ Maxx, I believe, you know, really affordable. I think it's like $14. And even though it's fake, it adds a little bit of life to the space because it's still green, it's still nice. Like it got through the airport and everything with me. So, you know, I gotta put it right there and it gives a good space and a good vibe, you know, and a good vibe. So right here, we have the chest, nothing special. We have the TV, chest, like I said, locally made. I decided when I was much younger that I did not want a dresser. I just didn't like how dressers looked. They just looked very country. It's very funny because I'm in country, but yes, it looked very country. And I just wanted a chest to have all my clothes, and I figured out the mirror situation and storage for, like, you know, the stuff that you put on top of the dresser. So yeah, I decided to only get this. Along with this, we have the laundry basket. I think this is a really cool addition to the bedroom set. You know, it matches everything, and it's not like a plastic laundry basket that's like an eyesore in the space. It works. You know, sometimes we use it as a table. Right now I'm using it as a stand for the alarm clock, which is also a diffuser. Right next to the diffuser, we have this love seat. I think it's a love seat. Sometimes I'll chill out here, read a book or something, scroll through my phone, you know, all sorts of things. It's very comfortable to have this in the space because not all the time I want to lay down on the bed. So sometimes I'll just come over here and just vibe out and thing. So the next thing we have is this cute little stool. This piece is one of my favorites. Why? I don't do anything with it, to be honest. I may fold this up and put it here. But it's just nice. Like, this fabric was a pillowcase. And I didn't know the guys who were making the bedroom set were meant to make this with it. So when they did, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. It's perfect. Perfect for what I don't know it. That's what it is. They didn't know what fabric to use, and we had this pillowcase laying around, and I was like, why not just wrap it, you know? And funny enough, because it's like leopard print or cheetah print, I feel like it goes well with just everything else that's going on. So the next thing we have is this bed. This bed was the highlight of the space. Still is, because as you step into the room, it's the focal point. I wanted a, you know, like I said, I got this done when I was 11, and I was so obsessed with these 4-post beds. Like, I wanted that princess feel. I even wanted like the canopy that goes in the middle, but that was just too much. And in terms of ceiling, floor to ceiling height, wasn't necessarily the best direction to go in. So anyway, my mom had asked me, like, what do I want for my bed, like what I want it to look like and everything. I went online and I saw something like this with the lines, and it's circular. I felt like it was different, so that's why I was like, yeah, this is what I want. I kind of sketched it out for them, and then they made it happen. I just love how organic it feels. Like, the lines aren't perfectly straight. It's kind of curvy in some areas. It just looks like it was handmade in a sense. Here we have this throw blanket, which I got in Marshall's. Like I said, you know, these $14 finds. Perfect. And it adds some texture to the space because, you know, without this, the bed would have felt flat. Then we have this gray vibe going on here, gray and green. These came with a bed set that my mom had bought me when I was a kid, and I decided to reuse it. Like, why throw it away? You know, it makes sense. And I have these, I guess, mint-ish green or sage green pillowcases going on behind here with the grays. So you know, I think it's a nice little vibe. Right next to the bed, naturally, we have 2 nightstands. This side, as you can see, is more feminine. I have my makeup brushes, which I didn't put back in place, but you know, I'm being all honest and organic here. Let me just move this so you guys can see what's actually happening. So I have my makeup brush holder, and this is actually supposed to go here. Right here I have 3 books. These 3 books I'm planning to read for the first quarter of the year. So I'm already working on this one, started working on this one, haven't touched that one. We have my little candle vibe going. We have my fragrance in this cute little plate that I found in the house. And over here we have these storage containers. You know, I keep my glasses, my sunglasses, my reading glasses, some of my jewelry in here, and I keep smaller jewelry in here so I don't lose them. And on the other side of the bed we have the more masculine nightstand. So let's go on over there and I'll show you guys what's actually going down. Here we have some books going on, you know, self-help, a little Ray Dalio type thing going on. And I decided to adorn this side with 1 flower, you know, because men deserve 1 flower, not 2, 1. Right here we have, similar to mine, fragrance, you know, watch, minimal, simple, very male. And this piece, the best piece of the room, is this beautiful lamp that I bought on sale in TJ Maxx. It was on sale because it had a little crack, but I was like, you know what, that can hide. I just love the print. It just gave me vibes. Anyway, the issue with this lamp is that it came like this. The bulb is exposed and the light wasn't very ambient. So, you know, me being me, saying to Ryan, I want this fixed. I just want it to feel nicer and more ambient and room to feel, you know, very hotel vibes at night. Not very harsh, because the light is very harsh. Anyway, Ryan being Ryan. Put 2 pieces of paper together, tape it up, put the painter straight, and say, bam, babe, see there. It works though, like, no lie, it's very male, but it works. And I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna fight it out, I'm just going to leave it there. Yes, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing element of the space, but I gotta leave a touch of him. So the next thing we have on the list is my closet. And right here, we have my little walk-in closet. It's a nice, decent space. We have my clothes situation going on over here. We got my shoes down here. My stuff are color coordinated. I don't know about this part though. This, I don't know what's going on over there. Well, we have a wall length mirror over here, but it's kind of dirty, so I'm not gonna see it. So don't even bother look. At the next side, we have my bags. So this is like, you know, my everyday bag. This is my beach bag. This is a weekend bag. We got bags, right? And we got a little cap thing going on. And I like that I was able to find a solution for my bags to hang them on this wall, because it's very like easy to pick them up and go, to change them over, you know. So this is what I got going on for my closet. As for the pink wall that you guys can see up above, that was the color of my room previously. My plan was to turn this entire wall into a mirror, like a mirror wall, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. So that's still being worked on, and that's why I didn't finish painting it completely, because the idea hit me when I was halfway through. But yes, and next to it I have my little bathroom, but on an opposite end. Anyway, this concludes my room tour. I hope you guys liked it. You know, this is a very special place. I feel like it's very me. Like I'm maturing and this room is maturing with me. You know what I mean? So go ahead, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment, let me know your favorite part of the room. Don't forget to share it. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little montage so y'all can see it in its entirety. And yeah, just vibes. Just vibes. Peace.
You know, you're getting up basically on when I pull out, or when I think, when I pull out that. When I'm about.
Yeah. Anyway, so this came with it, and cut. My mind. On the next side.
Stop.
Okay, I think that's good.